Where's the Jack 10 years from now? What do you out of all the stuff you're experiencing or dipping your toe in, so to speak, or even full on bent on, w 10 years from now, where do you see yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question. Like I I've worn a few different hats in my 20s, and the things I've kind of landed on are like I love writing. I love like, podcasting, stuff like this. Like I would say thing that will definitely be there is like I'll still be writing. I'll probably write more books. Like there's a good chance I have a podcast or some other like medium like this. But I don't really ever want media to be like my full-time thing. Like I like my job a lot investing at a venture capital fund. So there's a very good chance. And I love keeping up with like tech trends and just like what people are working on. So
Mhm.
whether I end up starting my own thing or not, I'll probably always be involved either working for slash with like tech companies or like investing in them. And then I think I'm always going to want a platform to just like, put my opinions out there and also just BS with people. It's kind of fun. I mean, I think a platform is a thing that compounds over time. And then as that compounds, it just like, it keeps bringing me new opportunities to meet interesting people where I don't want to like overly narrow my options to like, oh, I have to like do this at this company or like I have to start this company, but like keep doing things in the compound and then opportunistically, like when they're like, I ended up at current job because it was like, I thought that given my platform and interest in tech investing and all that, like VC could be very interesting. And then like the fund I'm at slow happened to be hiring and like I kind of liked everybody's shtick there when I was looking into them. And it was just like right place, right time. They like me, I like them. So that's not a thing I would have planned 5 years ago, right? So my bet is like keep chasing the things I'm interested in, and then like as opportunities to like high leverage opportunities and those interests appear, run after them.
Wish you all the best, that's for sure. You know, what I would like to ask you is big lessons you've learned already. Like, how about a mistake or something that stuck with you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I'm very anti pursue your passion as a career thing. I think pursuing your passion is great when you're already rich, and I think it's fine. I think it's fine to do when you're really young and dumb.
Your passion might not pay is what you're saying,
It
I
never.
guess?
Well, it's actually worse than that. Like one, no, it almost certainly won't, and two, even if it does, you probably won't like it that much anymore because it becomes stressful when like your passion is the thing that puts food on the table, right? So my example is writing. Um, my first job after graduate school, I was in this like I love the writing and media and podcasting, and I've always liked investing, and it's like okay. I tried to split the difference in grad school where I interned for a different venture capital fund, and I was helping them basically like marketing, editorial content, yada yada yada. Didn't love that because it felt like by splitting the middle, I wasn't really getting either. Because like I was very
Okay.
I could only write about like stuff relevant to the fund, but I also wasn't the one meeting with founders, writing checks, all that. Um, so I got a job offer from Robinhood, the like stock trading platform, to they were building a media subsidiary called Sherwood News. It was a cool opportunity. I was gonna go in, like podcast, newsletters, build out different content verticals. And I'd always liked writing, and that was what I did in grad school. When I was like backpacking Europe, I was writing a blog. Like I kind of just thought that was gonna be my thing. When I got there, I quickly realized it was my first time having like a full-time W-2 day job in media. And I kind of realized I liked writing my brain blast as they hit me and yapping on the internet. But like, I didn't love the like structured like content cadence. You have to put out this, like the output is like, you have to have this much every week or every day. It just
Okay.
kind like it just wasn't what I wanted to do. And then, looking forward, there like the career outlook in call it journalism isn't that great unless you kind of start your own platform and have all the leverage. And I just like that's just not what I wanted to do. It wasn't going to pay me what I wanted, into my 30s and 40s. And I was just like, this is the wrong bet. But I was very tunnel vision from like writing, writing, writing. I was fortunate that I was able to leverage the platform that I built to like move into venture capital world, which is much more where I want to be, like tech, investing, financial markets. But it was a misstep. It was a thing where if I'd been more thoughtful in grad school, I probably would have played that differently, but I
Okay.
course corrected really quickly. It's like, would I do it differently? Probably not, because I learned a ton then. It like I made that move pretty quickly, and also, like, candidly, I'm happy with the fund that I joined, and that opportunity actually wasn't there until I hit the point that I needed to make that switch. They just weren't hiring 9 months
Yep.
before that, but, yeah, like, I think compared to my early 20s, I think money matters more than it did when I was younger, which is pretty aligned with what I say in the book. Like it takes more and more money to maintain standard of living you want as you get older because like life gets more expensive, family stuff. You just have higher standards and like desires. So that's not really a change. It's like it's a thing that I knew would happen, but I'm experiencing it now. Like I want to make more money than I did at 23. I think that's
Yeah.
understandable. But like I'm like very anti pursue your passion. And my take is actually like, while I stand by the idea that like if you have a crazy thing you want to do and a finite window to do it, you should go do it. I think on the whole, like pursue your passion stuff, whatever that thing is, started as like a either keep it as a hobby or start it as a side hustle on the weekends. And if you hit the point that like it can replace 75% of your income and you want to double down, great. But like
Mhm.
don't preemptively try to focus your career on passion or you'll probably end up pretty disappointed.
Love it. So for the book, for sale everywhere?
For sale everywhere. So, well, I guess we're recording this on July 30th. I don't know when the episode is going to come out, so I'm assuming when it comes out, it's either for sale everywhere or about to be for sale everywhere.
Probably for sale everywhere. Yep.
As of August 4th, for sale everywhere. Young Money by Jack Rains, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Books a Million. Apparently that still exists. Books a Million. We have the audiobook to Spotify, Apple. If you like listening to me here, you can listen to it there. And the whole thing is it's all opportunity cost, status games, like how to not regret not getting what you want out of the current stage of life. But yeah, go buy 100 copies. Please try to earn out my advance.
Very good. Now, we always close this podcast by asking, we're all about championing people.
Yep.
And so always close it by asking the question, given the platform here, who would you in your life like to champion and why?
Oh, so I got this kid who's like, he's like about to start college and he's a total wizard, right? Kid's name
Okay.
is Noah Barbados, and he actually hit up my boss just to like, he was like 17, Canadian kid, like working on a bunch of random tech stuff. And he's like, hey, I just kind of want to chat. And he like sent a whole list in his like most high school kids, their hobbies are like playing football and chasing girls. And he had like, oh, I've started working on this company and that company. And I'm working for the startup, and I'm also training for a marathon. And my boss, Sam, was like, you should just like talk to this kid, see what he's up to. And like, we've stayed in touch. That was a year ago. And he sends me like a monthly update on what he's working on. He like started and sold an agency, basically like a search engine agency, but for AI chatbots, like started, sold that, has started another company where he's going to raise venture capital for it. He got into like a very good school in Canada and is still planning on going to college. He was also interning for like a really big like Canadian fintech company. So he basically had 2.5 full-time jobs, sold a company, started another startup, and it also like ran like a marathon. Like the dude's just like wheeling and dealing at a pretty high level for a high
At a
school
really
slash
young
college
age.
freshman. Yeah. So like, I don't know. I'm kind of waiting for him to have a like really big, interesting idea he's all in on. I'm just gonna be like, yo, like, here's some money. Just like go, like go make yourself really rich and make me like moderately rich. But like, yeah, Noah is great. I'm a big fan in general of just like young kids who are just like really hungry and like excited about life and are like, I'm just gonna go get this thing. And he's one of those guys.
I think your skill at spotting talent in people is going to serve you well, Jack. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. If you want more Podcrash in your life, which of course you do, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Catch you next time.